officers doing tonight? Mike?
Well, Joel, last check, the officer was listed to be in critical condition. You have to keep in mind he was shot multiple times. In fact, the chief of police here in Vancouver calls it one of the worst nightmares a chief can go through. Before the sun went down tonight, investigators took aerial photos of the street where a Vancouver motorcycle cop was shot multiple times during a routine traffic stop hours earlier.
Heard the gunshots, knew it wasn't fireworks. Could instantly tell something was happening, and ran downstairs.
While several neighbors ran to the officer's side, authorities say the suspects took off in their truck, but they didn't make it far. They crashed into a tree by Diamond Park. The suspects bailed out of the truck and went different directions, according to witnesses. Matt Gwynn encountered one of them.
I kept telling him not to leave, just to stick around, and he said, "I don't have a license, I have to go." And he kept telling me he didn't have a license.
As heavily armed officers descended on the neighborhood to begin their search for the suspects, witnesses say one of the men was trying to find a getaway car.
The guy comes up to our window, and he says, "You guys got to get me the hell out of here." He said it twice. He said, "You guys got to get me out of here. You guys got to get me out of here."
Rodney Dickerson and his buddy refused to give the man a ride. They say he was desperate and zeroed in on an older man, assaulting him and stealing his truck.
He had these keys in his mouth because he had his hands full, and the guy just took them and left.
Eventually, that man and the other suspect were apprehended, but not before shooting a police officer and terrorizing an entire neighborhood.
This never happens here. You know, this is a nice, quiet neighborhood where I grew up.